Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To all the happy ICCD participants and committee members, I would like to thank you for the opportunity given to me, Rahmawati, to present our paper entitled Strengthening Business Contracts and Food Labeling Regulations in Small and Micro Business in South Jakarta. The background of our activities there are many things that determine success in business, including business planning, market research, targeting, marketing, sales, cash flow management, human resource management, and so on. However, that alone is not enough. There are other aspects that are no less important to pay attention to and fulfill if you want your business to be successful and last a long time. When doing business, transaction and collaborate often occur with vendors and clients. To make transaction and cooperation clear for both parties, it would be good if a business contract was made. Many micro, small, medium enterprises do not know this, so they often lose. In addition, most consumers choose products based on packaging and labels attached to the packaging. This shows that packaging and labels are very important for food products. Producers who make the wrong packaging and labels can certainly mislead consumers. Most micro, small, and medium enterprises do not understand well the requirement that must be on packaging and labels according to regulation. Based on these two things, the aim of this training was increasing micro, small, and medium enterprise knowledge about the contract business and food labeling. Due to current condition, activities are carried out online using the media Zoom meeting. And we use method with lecture, discussion, and film visualization. And the materials include business contract to support business and food labeling regulation. To find out the success of the activity, an evaluation is also carried out online, which consists of pre-test and post-test, where the questions were made with a multiple choice model, and the respondents bid on 7 questions for its materials. The webinar was opened with the delivery of a video from the Governor of DKI, Mr. Anies Baswedan, and continued by Mr. Andrianto as head of micro, small, mediums for the industry, trade, cooperative, small, and medium enterprise, or we call Dinas Perindustrian, Perdagangan, Koperasi, Usaha Kecil Menengah, Subdepartment of South Jakarta Administration. This webinar training was attended by 174 people, consisting of 134 women, or it's about 77%, and 40 women, or it's about 23%. Besides that, we have known that the participant age who attended this meeting is between 21 to 30 years old, where there are 108 people, including in productive age. These conditions show that there are many people who have the potential to be successful in entrepreneurship. So the government's role in fostering is very much needed. From this picture, we can see the participant characteristics based on education level, which the participants have education level dominated by senior high school is about 51.7%. It means the participant have a basic education to develop the business. From this picture, we can see about the participant characteristics based on types of business. There are 7 types of business, and it is dominated by culinary business. It's about 39.5%. Based on this, it's important to give more attention further. First, we have given a topic is about strengthening business contracts to support business. The material includes the definition of contract, terms of validity of the agreement, the principles of contract law, the function of the contract, the things that must be considered in making the contract, about default, some of the main factors that must be included in the contract, the steps for designing the contract structure and making the contract, and to make memorandum of understanding. The second is about food labeling regulation. As we know, food labels are a means of communication between producers and consumers. Thus, the label become one of the factors that determines the selection products to buy. Labels are very important for all food products on the market. To facilitate producers in making label, government has issued Law Number 18 of 2012 concerning food as a mandatory information that must be on the label. Producer must know how to place labels on packaging, provisions for labeling. The information that must exist in label include product name, list of ingredients used, net weight or net contents, name and address of the party producing or importing, halal for those who are required, production date and code, expiration date, month and year, distribution permit number, origin of certain foodstuff, and the origin of certain foodstuff. And the use of writing, images, things that are not allowed, or no writing related to products containing pork, alcohol, or the use of food additive, or we call BTP, bahan tambahan pangan. There are a new Badan POM regulation was issued regarding the obligation to input information of the nutritional value of food on processed food labels. To see the success of the training, after finishing the webinar, participants are required to take a post-test. Furthermore, the post-test and pre-test scores were compared. In general, we can see in this picture the knowledge of the participant, all participants increase. For the strengthening business contract trainings, the value increased from 65 to 70. And also for the food labeling training, the value increased from 62 to 75. And the conclusion from this training that business contract strengthening training in supporting business is needed by the participant. And food product labeling training is needed to make labels that meet Badan POM regulation and attract consumers. And this training was increasing micro, small, medium enterprise knowledge about the contract business and food labeling, which the average post-test score increased from 65 to 70 for business contract training and from 62 to 75 for food product labeling training. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.